In schools across our community, we are fostering cultural understanding, inclusion, and student leadership through our peer support projects. This initiative provides young people with the opportunity to share their cultural experiences, learn from one another, and celebrate the diversity that makes their schools and communities so unique. Through these projects, students are building connections, creating meaningful workshops, and leading the way in building an inclusive future. Phase 1 began with BA/ME students sharing their experiences and stories of racism during brainstorming sessions. These discussions provided a safe space for them to express their voices, reflect on their challenges, and design meaningful workshops to promote inclusion and cultural understanding for younger students. Now, let's hear directly from some of the BME students as they share their personal experiences and how this project has made an impact on them.
My name is Noor Masters. My mom is originally from Columbia, South Carolina, in the United States. She's been here for around 15 years and I was born and raised here. I got bullied for a long time about the colour of my skin and where I was from. People would say things like to go back to where I came from, or that I looked weird and things like that. It just made me feel really upset and like nobody really understood me. Peer support could probably help and be more interested and more like they want to understand, less than just ignoring it.
Hello, my name is Levi Naga. I'm in year 14 in Jamar High School. And a bit about me is that I'm originally from England, but both my parents are from Fiji. I moved over here in 2010. I've been here ever since. And basically about myself is that I play a lot of rugby. I'm also part of the first 15 here in Jamar. So peer mentoring is a good help because then it gives other people a good understanding of what race and culture is. A big thing about culture is that people get stereotyped very easily, and I think it's about time that people now get the education needed to make more people feel, or people of color or people of different race, to feel more included into more programs such as this one, as I've just gone through. And yeah.
Hi, my name is Kinga and I am from Poland. I moved to Northern Ireland whenever I was about 1 year old, and throughout those years, my primary school and high school years, I've been verbally discriminated against, both in primary and in high school, with people saying, go back to your own country, stop speaking your language, speak English, just horrible things, like just about me and my background, I guess. Same with my parents. They've been heavily discriminated against because of their accent. A peer support group could help people to speak about their backgrounds and what happened and whatnot, and just be there to listen. Even listening helps. Just they could be a friend to that person. Be nice to have something like that, especially for the younger kids.
Speak out or be a friend, because it's better off having them talk about it instead of them having it bottled up inside and then going off and then doing nothing about it. So it's better off just being there for them and helping them through it.
Typically, because people are very uneducated about my culture in particular, it's definitely like when I tell someone being black is a culture, not a color. So like I tell people I'm black and they're like, no, you're not. But they have no clue what I am, so they're trying to tell me what I am, but kind of like, yeah, I am. And I get that all the time. Like when I meet someone, I'm like, oh, I'm black. No, you're not. I get that all the time. It's really annoying.
Like being black, yes, you're black, but it's just knowing what kind of like where you're kind of being from because you're black. Like as soon as somebody sees a black person, they always think, oh, you're South African, you must be from there. But obviously not, because there's obviously other places that like black people are like indigenous and are from. So they more or less always assume that you're always from South Africa instead of thinking like other places.
In Phase 2, we train peer support ambassadors with essential skills to support their peers and promote cultural understanding. These training sessions encourage students to explore cultural celebrations, develop leadership skills, and practice empathy. Together, the peer support and BAME students collaborated to create a practical plan for their new roles as ambassadors, focusing on how they can help foster inclusion and provide meaningful support for all students in their school community.
So for peer support qualities, you need to have respect for the other person and understanding, and to be a good listener and to be like a good role model. And then for like our cultural activity, we thought of like a cultural day. So you come in wearing traditional clothing, cultural and traditional foods, so like different types of stalls in the hall, so everyone gets to try a wee bit, and then like cultural dances. And then for our goals is respect and educating everyone on the different types and understanding.
In Phase 3, Peer Support Ambassadors delivered the co-created cultural understanding and mindfulness workshops to younger students, helping them prepare for key transitions in their school journey. These workshops focused on building empathy, celebrating diversity, and teaching practical tools for mindfulness and emotional well-being. This project has shown the power of listening, sharing, and understanding. By amplifying voices, celebrating diversity, and equipping students with skills to support each other, we are creating a lasting impact on schools and their communities. Together, we are building bridges that empower students, celebrate cultural understanding, and create positive change.